Hi Capricorn, it's Meg with Padmes, and I'm doing your March love reading for the end of March, full moon. And we're calling in your angels and guides of the highest vibrations of love and light, because I don't want to talk to anybody else. Seeing what's going on with Capricorn and love at the end of March here, into the beginning of April. What's happening? All right. Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn. It looks like the heart of the situation is talking about some unfinished business when it comes to some kind of new beginning. This really is, this is the Ace of Pentacles, and we've got the World reversed. So this really is some kind of, this could be a gift, but it's kind of like a big to-do kind of gift or purchase of some kind. And it's like, maybe the promise of this gift or purchase, or it could be traveling too, but it's kind of like marriage, or it's kind of like getting engaged, or I'm going to buy you a car, I'm going to buy you a house, baby, something like that. And it's kind of some unfinished business around this new beginning of, it's kind of like it's a commitment, but it's like a commitment present, you know? I mean, you wouldn't just get this present for, you know, a friend. This is, you know, high commitment type of thing. So coming from a place of your wishes being met, your wish is coming true. It's like, I'm coming from this place of, you know, having my dreams come true and moving into the heart of the situation, which is like, there's some unfinished business around this new beginning or this new commitment. And then happening now and into the near future, we've got the Page of Wands, which is talking about a closed door. Closing the door to something or getting some information around this opportunity closing. I want to say this, the big picture is talking about the Hanged Man being reversed. So we've got this unfinished business here at the heart of the situation. And then we've got some, I'm no longer having to sacrifice here. So it kind of feels like it does feel there's some kind of betrayal going on. I'm even hearing the words bitter betrayal, but somebody feels like there was a promise made that wasn't brought to fruition. And there's this feeling about, I don't have to sacrifice anymore. I also kind of feel like somebody's saying, well, if you're not going to sacrifice, I'm not going to sacrifice either. Or if you're not going to do your half, I'm not going to do my half either. Whether that's even Steven or not, somebody's like, well, if you're not doing what you said you were going to do, I'm not either. It feels very childish. Right. And Eight of Pentacles is talking about, this is your advice. So your advice is like, so your advice has to do with working hard, working on this. There are things that you know about this that could help the situation. Yeah. And it also feels like, when I get clarification on that Eight of Pentacles, working on something, it's like, you know, sometimes you have your own back. Seven of Swords. Sometimes you just have to have your own back. I feel like more so this is recognizing that somebody feels like that. It's almost like you've got their number. It's like, oh, this person always feels betrayed. This person always feels like somebody's out to get them. So this person came from a place where people don't follow up or follow through. And so you've like got their number. You're like, oh, this is what's going on here. So I just need to say, hey, I'm not those people, or hey, I do this differently, or there's some kind of resolution in this. Even in the outcome, here's the Three of Cups. It's like there's some celebration around this. So let me see. Let me continue on. Your higher self is talking about the Five of Wands reversed. It's like, this is easier than they're making it to be, something like that. This is easier than they're making it to be. And your higher self is also talking about some kind of in and out type energy. It's also, it could be passionate in and out type energy. So it's kind of like one night stand type of energy. Or I'm passionately here one moment, and then the world is saying it's reversed. So then it's like, and then I leave some unfinished business. Ooh, Capricorn. I don't know what kind of unfinished business you're talking about here, but let's ask your angels and guides. This is the Ten of Pentacles reversed. There is some dysfunctional dynamics. What are the dysfunctional dynamics about? Ooh, dysfunctional dynamics about some kind of a big change really fast. Here's the Tower. Dysfunctional dynamics, upheaval because of huge change. It's almost like somebody had some specific ideas about how something was going to go down, and they were surprised, and it left them feeling absolutely like the rug was pulled out from under them. Ooh. And they're also feeling like this was malicious. Okay. So in the past, there was a Queen of Cups here. In the past, there was an in love queen, in love feminine energy. This could be you, Capricorn. This could be your person. There was some kind of in love queen energy. Yeah. And for some reason, there was some transformation, and there was some like a rite of passage, a transformation, a rite of passage, and a moving on. And then happening now, wow. Happening now is talking about somebody getting a ton of, it's almost like, talk about being famous. Here we have the Six of Wands. It's your fame card. It's like everybody sees you, and here's the Wheel of Fortune. It's like everybody sees you. Everybody, I kind of get the feeling that you get a lot of attention, Capricorn, and this other person does not like this attention that you're getting. It's almost like when you go out, you get a lot of attention, like sassy attention from people, and this person doesn't like to go out with you because they feel weird or bad because you're getting all this attention. Like people are showing interest in you, acting like that your partner's not there or something. Okay. Yeah. There's resistance to justice. There's resistance to justice happening, which means there's the momentum of injustice happening. It almost feels like somebody could be really jealous, or somebody is uncomfortable with how their partner is treating them. Like if somebody does show interest while the two of you are out, instead of really putting your arm around your person and saying, I'm with this person, it's more like you feel flattered and you're like, oh, you know, and so it's making your person upset that you're not standing in the power of the relationship. It also feels like it could be putting you in a place of not wanting to deal with this type of energy, not wanting to deal with somebody being jealous. Oh, Capricorn, but I'm wondering if they have reason to feel it, you know, and not jealous, like, but just uncomfortable. It just makes them uncomfortable. And like I said earlier, it's like they have a reason to feel uncomfortable. Maybe they've had situations before that didn't work out well, and now it's like they feel like there's some kind of pattern that's happening here, or they're being triggered by this because they've had bad situations in the past that didn't give them the credit that they deserved or something like that. But yeah, there's definitely, it feels like this in love queen in the past is wanting to somehow move on and move forward away from this. And it does look like you can make that happen, that you can be sensitive to this somehow, and there can be celebration in the outcome. I want to know more about the outcome. Capricorn, Capricorn. Oh my goodness. So it looks like there's some kind of threat of parting ways. Yeah, you're showing up as the King of Cups or the masculine energy, but reversed, saying, I'm not dealing with my emotions when it comes to this, or I'm no longer going to be dealing with this emotionally. It's too emotional for me. We've got the Two of Cups reversed, and this is like some kind of threat of parting of the ways. And it's because the shadow comes to the surface. It's almost like somebody's mask has been taken off, and like their true self has been revealed. But the thing is, people who are triggered and people who are dealing with trauma and people who are reactive, that's really not their true self. That's the scared self, just saying. But there's a possibility that there can be some happiness and some celebration here. I will say this though, with this Three of Cups, there's this fear that there's going to be a third party. I feel like your partner fears that there's going to be a third party and basically has a freak out. And you don't want to deal with it. Whether it's true or not, you don't want to deal with it. Woo! Capricorn. Let's look. I want to look at your romance oracle. For this month, what do your angels and guides want to say about this? Separation, worth waiting for. Stay optimistic about your love life. Wow, there is that threat of separation. The worth waiting for, though, really tells me that this can be reconciled, or this can be fixed if you want it to be fixed. Staying optimistic about love. You can make this work if you want to make it work, but I can understand that you could feel frustrated about this as well. Though ultimately, right, this is about trust. This is about trust in your own feelings, trusting your feelings, trusting, yeah, I want to say that your feelings are valid. Your feelings are valid if you're frustrated around this. But also, it depends on what it is that you want. If you want to fight for this, pay attention to the red flags. If you want to fight for this, you have to recognize where this person is coming from and why they're seeing red flags and what you need to do to neutralize those red flags for them. That's just the name of the game when you're in a relationship. They can't do the work on their own. There's lots of work that we do on our own, but there's work that we do in partnership. And if you want to be in partnership, you've got to do it together. That's what it looks like. You definitely have a choice to make, Capricorn. So let me know how that goes this month, and I will talk to you in April. Bye, Cap.